features. All right, now we're just going to go on to my before and after site that I'm going to share with you guys. This is the before product. This guy is a divorce mediator. Awesome guy. Really enjoyed working with him. And if you have to use his service, which I hope you don't. I hope he doesn't see that. But if you do have to use it, this is the guy to go to. He was an excellent person to work with, and that says a lot about him. I can only imagine how well he works with his customers. So this is the before product. You have what is divorce mediation. That's great. That will catch your attention. It's a little annoying that you have to look past this picture to see the information, but I'm not going to beat him up too bad for that. Scrolling down, you have to go kind of down the page. It's a little busy. If I have to scroll, I'm probably not going to read anything below this mark here. But what is divorce mediation? Read the first sentence, kind of get bored. But regardless, you have free information packet page. This is the page. This is his. His old site the forum doesn't seem to be working. But this is what he was used to get people's contact information. You'd have to put in your different email address, phone number, different things to actually get this report sent to you. And it would bump this 10 reasons to use divorce mediation way down, so you really probably would never even see it, although this would have been a good strategy to get people to actually fill it out. So before I go into any of the other pages, I'll show you the new site. So here you got the old site, and this is, as of now, it has been online for about a week. This is his new site. You got a nice little slider going on to try to make it look more appealing. You got our commitment to you, different links to go to different pages within the site. You got a nice little call to action right here to download the free information packet. He has 10 locations, so that's pretty convenient for people he works for. And then you have some text here in case anybody wants to read it, but I think for the most part they're going to be looking at the different bars and trying to figure out where they want to go next. One thing I wanted to point out while I'm on this page, this is actually on every page within the site. This is right in the footer. This is actually really good for the search engines. This is something that his old site had these little links, but that's not really going to do too much. His new site, you have divorce mediation. He also does divorces online over email. This links to all the different pages throughout his website. Great for the search engines, can get them more organic traffic. For the About page, here's another example. What is divorce mediation? You'll notice this was on the home page before. We made it its own page, so you can go through, you can read it. One of the biggest things about making its own page is, you'll notice up here is the URL, mdg.net/whatisdivorcemediation. That is really good for a search engine also, in addition to this, which is a page title. So that's another reason which will help his organic searches greatly. Versus this, we have what is divorce mediation, and it's kind of this was his old link, index.html, divorce mediation. It's not as effective as this. And then also you have what are the advantages of divorce mediation. If you didn't notice, also we have this sidebar in all the pages except the information packet page itself. So no matter what page you're on, this is right in your vision, and you're thinking, all right, I might want to download that. This guy seems like he's talking about, he's got all these different information. Divorce online, same thing. Frequently asked questions, this was another thing we suggested he put on the site. It's kind of hard to overcome objections on a website since you're not standing there and you can't answer them, but if you've been in business long enough, and I'm sure all of you have, you'll know a lot of the common questions that can kind of come up and prevent a sale. So this is definitely a very effective way to overcome those objections and turn people into more conversions. So here's a new info packet page. This was another place that we kind of consulted with him in, just given kind of a table of contents almost type of effect, where explain the cost, if you have children, all these different things that come with the packet, because I'm not going to give you my information for the packet if you don't tell me, at least give me a broad view of what is going to be in it. So all this sounds really good, 10 good reasons to mediate. All I need this information. He's been getting about 3 or 4 a day on the form, so that's been going really well. Fill it all in, this, that. You want it mailed to you? Yes. That'll drop down nicely for your address. And that's really it. Since launching the site, as we had talked before about the bounce rate on his old site was about 65%, which is actually really high, even considering he was spending a lot of money on online marketing. Why pay all that money to get people on your site if it's something that you're not really proud of or doesn't represent what you're all about? So we got him set up with this site, and since the site's been online, his bounce rate's actually dropped to 20%, which we're thrilled about. Our goal was at least 30, and now we're down to 20, so it's been very good. And his average time on site has increased from 1:52 to just over 4.5 minutes. So I wish I could show you the stats on the computer, but I don't have his permission to show us things, and I would never do that to one of my clients. So, but it has been very good. We're very proud of it. That pretty much concludes the presentation. I hope you learned some interesting things, and I hope you will look at your website's traffic and see how it's going, because it's one thing to get traffic to the site. You want to know where it's coming from, what links, what sites, what's working, which keywords you need to try to bid more money on if you need to, what's working, just all those different things. And we'd be more than happy to help. It's one of our services. It's something we really love doing. So you can check out our website at startcompeting.com, or you can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/compete_now or facebook.com/compete now. All right, I've enjoyed doing the presentation with you all today, and look forward to many more coming up in the future. All right.